Welcome to our cooking channel.
Just kidding, it's not our cooking channel. It's just we're going to be cooking on our channel today. I wanted to say Preheat! Меня зовут Sara.
А меня зовут Александр.
Он мой муж.
Да, а она моя жена.
Он из Украины. Украины.
Украины.
Украины.
Yeah.
Он из Украины.
Я из Украины.
Я американка, я не говорю по-русски.
Молодец, молодец. Хорошо говоришь по-русски.
Okay, so the reason we are speaking in Russian is because I am going to be making a very easy traditional Russian breakfast food. It only has 5 ingredients. One is optional and can be traded out for other things. And it's a recipe I learned after we started dating, and your mom had made it and I thought it was really good. And she showed me how to make it, but apparently most Russians don't use measuring cups, so she was spooning things in, and so I've had to kind of develop it for myself, and I have been using some measuring cups, but it's still kind of eyeballing it. So that's what we're going to be doing today.
So as you could see, we're in the middle of preparing things, but before we get started, I forgot to mention what exactly we're cooking. So we're making яблочные сырники, or in English...
When I explained to my parents, I call them cheese pancakes.
Yeah, they're kind of a common Russian breakfast type of food. Basically the shape of a pancake, but it's made out of farmer's cheese and sometimes apples, and she knows the ingredients better than I do, so...
Here we go.
Let's go.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
My 5 ingredients today are flour, sugar, farmer's cheese, which is something I didn't hear of before I met my husband's family, but I found I can find it at most grocery stores in the cheese aisle. Eggs, and then an apple, but you can really use any sort of fruit. We've done blueberries, peaches, raisins. I like apples. So the first thing that we're going to start off with is mixing our first 4 ingredients. So that means I am putting in a container of farmer's cheese, which is 15 ounces. So that is going in my bowl. And then I put in 3 eggs. So I'm doing that next. So I'm just going to first start to mix that up. Once that is combined, I use a 1/4 cup measuring cup to measure out my sugar, but I'm not quite using a 1/4 cup. It's probably closer to like 3 tablespoons. Putting that in. And then I'm going to mix in my flour. I use just regular all-purpose flour, and I think it's about 3/4 of a cup that I end up using. Depending on the brand of farmer's cheese that you use, I find some are more stiffer and then others have more liquid in them. So I think that plays a role with how much flour you're gonna put in. Actually, I think it's gonna be a cup of flour today. Okay, so this is what my mixture looks like. I like to put a whole apple in, but it's really up to your taste preference. Use half an apple. Okay, and then from here, I want small pieces of apple. So I take the 1/4 of the apple, I lay it on its side because it's too thick, and I cut it in half. And then from there, I slice it about 1/4 of an inch, chopping it up. I'm just going to put that into my farmer's cheese mixture, and I'm gonna mix this together. And that's what my mixture looks like. Okay, so now that have it all mixed up, I'm gonna drop these onto the pan to cook. Scoop out my mixture and plop it down. I think I'm only gonna fit 4 on this pan. So I just put a lid on because the batter that we're using here is not like thin pancake batter. It's a bit thicker when you put it on the pan, so it does take a little longer to cook through the inside. So I put the lid on to help trap more heat inside to help it cook a little bit more thoroughly. So now I'm just gonna let this hang out here for a couple minutes. Okay, so that's looking a lot more cooked through. Ooh, don't put this much oil. I never put this much oil. Okay, let's see. Yay, it didn't stick. It's a little underdone. Like it doesn't have that deep golden brown. That one's actually a little better. So now that I flipped them, the lid is going back on. I think now it might be done. I'm gonna pop these on. Okay. All right, pan number 2. Now we get the sizzle for Syrniki on the pan. Lid is going on. Ooh, that got really hot. Ah, see, like that. That's what we're looking for. With the size that I'm making them, this recipe will give you about 10 Syrniki. Syrniki. Let's see. Let me just double check. Yeah, very good. Wy chcecie яблочник Syrnikov? Did I say it right? Yes. Yay! Would you like some? Okay, so the last 2 are going in. They're gonna be on the larger side. Two hefty Syrnikov to finish off. Ooh, that one's splattered. All right, I think they're good. Gonna add these on top. All right, we have 10 żółtych Syrnikov. 10 yellow Syrniki. Okay, so we're gonna put a dollop on one and a dollop on the other. So we're gonna add some sini yagodi on top of our yogurt, on top of our Syrnikov. Da.
Da.
All right, so let's get a close-up. There they are. Tell me what you think. I don't even taste test them, so I don't know.
These are really, really good.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, these are great.
Thanks.
Wow. These are probably the best Syrniki you've made.
Are you serious?
Yeah. From a perspective of a Russian.
You're not Russian.
Of a Ukrainian. I can only say positive things about this. Which is not an easy thing to say about an American who makes Russian food.
Yay!
Really, really good. Seriously.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want some because they're one of my favorite foods. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
You like?
Mm-hmm. They really did turn out good. Like, it's a perfect consistency. Because if you put in too many eggs, then it ends up being eggy. If you put in too much flour, it's very, like, pasty. But, yeah, follow whatever I did and they'll turn out good.
They will.
Please comment below if you tried to make these for the first time and tell me how they turned out.
And as always, eat well, pray often, and love always.
Пока-пока.
Пока-пока.
Okay, we're gonna count the syrniki. Раз, два, три, четыре... No, start over. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь, восемь. But we're gonna have 2 more.
What are you washing, Sarah?
I don't know. Sini berries?
Ягоды.
Ягоды. Sini ягоды. If I say яблоко сырники, does that make sense? Яблочные. So 8 plus 2 equals 8, 9, 10. We will end up with 10 syrniki. I was trying to learn Russian like a couple months ago, and then I stopped.
Why?
So I'm just seeing how much I remember now. Syrnikov! Он любит сырники. He loves syrniki. Я тебя люблю. I'm literally just saying the 5 words I know in Russian over and over again. How many different ways can I use these words? If I say let's count the syrniki, is it syrniki or syrnikov? Oh, I have another word I can tell you. If I were to describe the color of the syrniki for you, I would say it's желтый or yellow. Alright, that's really all. And there you have it. 10 желтые сырники. 10 желтых сырники. 10 желтый, what is it? 10 желтых сырников. So красивая! Right?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Яблочко, what was it? Яблочные сырники. So this recipe will give you about 10 яблочки, what was it again? Яблочных сырников. You'll get 10 яблочных сырников. He said it sounded good. How's my pronunciation? You know how you say yogurt in Russian?
How do you say yogurt?
Yogurt.